Welcome back. So, what do you think of that video? Interesting perspective, right? So yes, during this class, in this course, we will be learning about strategy, planning, and about managing the function of human resources. But as you start or continue your journey in human resources at a new company or at a well-established company, I hope that you never lose the human side of what we are tasked to do as human resources professionals. You will not only be impacting people's life, but you will also be impacting company culture and business metrics, which are three important ways of measuring the success of a human resources professional. And I want you to keep please the perspective of the human within human resources from now until the end of this course. I would like you to please pause for a moment, get a piece of paper, and write a response for the following two questions. The first one is, how many times have you believed in someone when no one else has? The next one, when was the last time when someone made you feel good at work? Or the last time when you made someone else feel good at work? Or seen or appreciated? What was exactly done? So pause for a moment, respond to two questions, and once you are done, please play again and continue. Now, let's navigate through some of the key learnings from Chapter 1. What is human resources management? Human resources management is concerned with designing formal systems in an organization to manage human talent for accomplishing organizational goals. When we say systems, we are not referring necessarily to computer systems. Some of those might be included, but in general we are referring to any system, process, practice that will assist on managing the human talent. So, what do you think could be some examples of those systems? I'm going to pause for a moment to let you think. If you were thinking of examples such as performance management systems, recruitment systems, compensation systems, etc., you were correct. Now, why organizations need human resources management? Not all organizations have a human resources department. Small companies usually use their owners or their managers to take care of the different human resources related matters or issues. However, despite the obvious differences between large and small organizations, the same human resources issues must be dealt with in every organization. Why? Because all assets are important, but the human assets are the glue that holds all the other assets together. So, human capital is the collective value of the capabilities, knowledge, skills, life experiences, and motivation of an organizational workforce. So, that human capital who work in organizations should have valuable contributions they can make to the organization's mission and goals. Two great ways how human resources strategies or initiatives can impact the organization is by improving productivity and organizational culture. Please make sure that you review those concepts from your workbook, your textbook if you haven't. So, what do we really do in human resources? We already said we don't do only picnics, we do more than hiring and firing, so what else do we do? So human resources handles total compensation and rewards. Human resources handles talent management, staffing, employee and labor relations, and all of the other functions that you can see on the figure that we have on the screen. Each of those functions consists of several areas that we will cover in the following weeks. These functions are translated into daily activities for the human resources department. So, how do these functions get executed specifically? If an organization has a formal human resources group or department, there are typically three different roles that group might play in the organization. The three roles are administrative, focusing on clerical administration and record keeping, including essential legal paperwork and policy implementation. Usually the titles that you may see in organizations for people handling this type of roles could include Human Resources Administrative Assistant, Human Resources Coordinator, amongst others. The next one is Operational and Employee Advocate, managing most human resources activities in keeping with the strategies and operations that have been identified by management and serving as employee champion for employee issues and concerns. Some of the titles used for individuals handling this type of responsibilities could include Human Resources Generalist, Human Resources Manager, Human Resources Business Partner, depending on the organization. And then Strategic, helping to define the business strategy related to human capital and its contributions to organizational results. And for this one, some of the titles could include Director of Human Resources, Vice President of Human Resources, etc. So as the field of human resources management evolves, a challenging environment provides pressure for even more and faster change. Challenges are to be found in competition leading to cost pressures, job changes, globalization, changes in the workforce, and the need for technology to keep up. Competition keeps pressure on business organizations to keep costs down so that prices will not become excessive and companies could lose customers, right? Global competitors, technology changes, and cost concerns are also reflected in changing jobs. In terms of changing workforce, what could be some opportunities for someone who manages human resources? So think for a moment. Number one, diversity and inclusion. So, how is your company creating a culture where the mix work? With mom and dad working, how is your company accommodating family needs or demands to retain talented individuals? How do you prepare to replace experience and talent? Contingent workers may be saving the company money, but if you have them, how are you emerging those workers into your company culture? And in terms of technology, think how such technology improves the efficiency of the administrative human resources functions and reduces cost by supporting recruitment, selection, and training, contributing to organizational performance through collection and analysis of data. So, pause for a moment and think how technology can be used or how technology is currently used at the company where you work to improve human resources processes. Once you have the chance to think of that, please continue. Attention to ethics has grown in the past few years, as evidenced by the corporate scandals at numerous financial and investment firms in the United States and globally. These scandals illustrate the ethical lapses are not just symbolic, they affect employers and employees. The expansion of the internet, electronic job boards, and postings has led to more publicity about ethical issues. When the following four elements of ethics programs exist, ethical behavior is more likely to occur. So 1, a written code of ethics and standards of conduct. Number 2, training on ethical behavior for all executives, managers, and employees. Number 3, advice to employees on ethical situations they face, often made by human resources. So pause for a moment and please take care of the following. Go to the Code of Ethics Word document, which is one of the attachments you will find on Blackboard for this week. Read that document and then answer the following 2 questions. Have you ever seen a code of ethics at your company? If yes, will you make any changes on it and why? If not, do you consider it will be important to have one and also why? Once you have answered those 2 questions, you can come back and play the next and last video of this week. See you soon.